Does every now and then, unfortunately. We managed to get an hour and 17 minutes in, and we only managed to get 6 views before it tragically cut out and started us at the beginning. So that stream is a goner. But welcome back. Beautiful golems and gentle demi-humans. I don't fucking know. Welcome back. I'm gonna re-pull up chat and then we'll keep on diving, I suppose. Oh, I have to reset the tags too for the stream. I guess I'll do that too. Will any of our poor long-lost viewers find their way back to us? Perhaps. More than likely not. Unfortunately, there's usually not a carryover. But you can always pray. Pray to whatever god created the fucking discount Holy Moonlight Greatsword. The last relic of God, he says. Let's see here. Get the tags going. Okay. Tags are back. Chat is pulled up. There was no carryover, and we can get started. That is a tragedy. That is a tragedy. No one will ever know how cool and awesome we were. You'll just have to take my word for it. Yeah, you'll just have to take my word for it, man. I was kicking ass. But yeah, in all seriousness, though, I've been losing a little bit of speed lately. Little bit. But the growth has been good. We went from like 150, maybe 170, I think, originally, to now being at 220, so that's really good. We've gone up like basically 50 subscribers, I think. It's been gradual, but you know, that's a hell of a lot better than we were going up before. Nothing to scoff at, especially when you really think about it. When you get lost in the numbers, it kind of just blurs together. But when you really picture like 50 people standing in a room together, it's like, damn, it's a good crowd. And I prefer the community aspect anyway, to be honest. My favorite of the subscribers that I've gained are definitely the ones that are active in the chat while streaming. Shout out to the people that watch my videos. Some of my videos do better than others, but everyone who watches my actual videos, you get an extra kiss on the cheek and a chocolate before you go to bed tonight. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but it means something. You get tucked in. Pillows cold on both sides. Blanket perfectly covers your feet no matter what position you're in. Deep fried. I'm a sucker for catacombs. You could give me 1,000,000 of these, and I'd conquer them. Okay, that's irritating. Come on. Go up. There we go. I'd love to be able to go through, like, procedurally generated ones, kind of like the Chalice dungeons. As like a little bonus content, just so that you would always have like a replayable place to use different builds and shit. Because there's honestly, one of my biggest complaints with Elden Ring is that there's almost no good areas to be able to go back to just for like enjoying fighting shit once you've like beat the game on that character, if that makes sense. Like, you're too powerful basically for all the early game shit, so the only real area that you can just like renewably play whenever you get to like end game scaling is like the Howling Tree, because there's a bunch of knights and shit that you can fight there. In terms of like a densely populated area full of enemies and shit, like that's really all you've got. And even at like other points of the game, it feels like there's never just like a great area to just kind of dick around in, I guess. I mean, you have so many of the dungeons that you don't need that with Elden Ring, obviously. But, but the actual replayability part would be nice for, and who's gonna get me, I think. Yeah, Stream ain't shit. Doesn't do it too often, but every now and then it decides that it no longer wants to live. Decides it has better things to do than stick around. A lot of prates the game's fresh, you want everyone digging around with each other. Wow. I'm so glad the skeletons aren't just immune to the fucking fire. Nah, don't tell me it's cutting out again. Don't tell me it's gonna do it again. That looks like a very suspicious thing. I'm a little bit weary. Kinda feels like any second now. Take that off. See if that helps. I'm getting mildly worried. Okay, so I did already pull the lever. Alright, well it hasn't gone out yet, so we're just gonna hope for the best and assume. I don't think it's displaying accurate numbers though. Which is odd. I mean, not really. It's pretty par for the course with YouTube and PlayStation. But to the degree that it's currently doing it is a bit much. Wow, you're really losing magic damage. Boy, got some flex. Yeah, that's a tragic stream break. Makes it look like Spent an hour streaming just to get 6 views and rage quit. I would never. I would never. Now I'm gonna have to watch my own live stream 30 times so that it looks like I'm cool and popular with the kids. But not in the weird way. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's see, which direction do we go? I think back this way. Back down this way. Man, it's actually been quite a while since I've done Elden Ring. Returning to it now after getting through the entire Dark Souls trilogy and Bloodborne is definitely something. I mean, it kind of just, like, really goes to show you the scale of what Elden Ring accomplishes. Like, there's genuinely nothing that I could see right now, no matter where I look, that I wouldn't be able to reach and actually explore. Which is insane. This is not what I imagined when Elden Ring was, like, announced or hyped up. I really just pictured, like, 5 or 6 big Dark Souls levels kind of stitched together, and you would just walk between them. Kind of like 1 or 2, honestly. But just, I guess, a little bit more open world. A little bit more freedom. That is not what we got. When they said open world, they meant open world. Did I already kill him? Aw, man. Why didn't I? Oh, I did take off his pin. I'm being stupid. That's my fault. Can't even blame myself for that one. I did, in fact, take off the pin. Where do we want to go? So many options. I'm overwhelmed by the buffet before me. Let's go to here, I guess. Well, life's a bitch, but at least I got to see the 3-way domain clash. I guess it was all worth it. Did I go to the wrong spot? I think I... What is that supposed to represent? I don't think there's a dungeon there. I think I was tripping with this one. Here's a guy who knows ball, okay? I can tell you every single dungeon location and boss location in the entire game. I can't tell you what a single fucking one of them is gonna drop me, and so I still have no idea where the fuck to go ever. But I know where they're at. It's doing me a big fucking favor. Hey kid, you wanna know where every demi-human queen is at? Just $5. Am I big enough yet to be that greedy? I'm gonna start charging people. All the people that keep popping up in my DMs on PlayStation asking me for advice for like some of the games, bro, I'm gonna start charging them. Have like a little automated voicemail system. Give me $100. I'm switching up on all my day ones. Don't remember none of these people. Who's that? Nah, let's wait a fucking there. Let's just teleport there real quick. Ah, shit, I know I took one out of the pack, bro. This is killing me. Because what would I possibly have done with it within the 5 seconds that I removed it from the pack? I know there were two. Feels as though an evil Italian stole it from me. I thought... Okay, hold on. I thought that would give more context than it honestly does. Nah, I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigs, and I don't vape. I think tobacco and nicotine, I guess, are just all loss, no benefit. And mad expensive, not to mention. At my first job, they pissed me off so much and caused so much stress that I was so tempted to smoke cigarettes. Because it would really kill me that I wouldn't be allowed to step outside to do my shit or whatever. But then all the people that smoke cigarettes can step outside for like 15 minutes while there's orders on the screen. Like, I'm trying to get my food out to tables and you're just not there because you're outside smoking a cigarette. And that's, you know, that's okay. You get 15 minutes to dick around or whatever. But if I try to step outside, it's like, nah. So I was really thinking about it for a second, but I found a better solution. I found these like cheap CBD cigarettes that you could buy online off of fucking Amazon. So I just buy packs of those and I'd step out and be like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, and I'd just smoke one of those instead. Because nicotine is for pussy. Honestly, they weren't that bad either. They're only CBD, so they don't really do much for you, but it's still healthier than putting fucking nicotine into your body. So, could be worse. As soon as I left my job, though, I quit buying those. I literally only had those for that job. I was like, you motherfuckers are gonna make me kill myself. You're gonna come in one day and I'm gonna be hanging from the fucking rafters at this rate. Sitting there, dude. I could write a book about all the reasons they pissed me off. I'd rather file a goddamn lawsuit, to be honest. But I think I could, I suppose, settle for writing a book about all the reasons they don't deserve to have their jobs. Or that they should probably be in jail, if I'm being so for real. I know they were all on some bullshit. Right through my throat. I'll let that bit remain timeless. God, the song is like slowly creeping into my head. It's just so raw, so patriotic and American. I know coworkers that would listen to that shit unironically. Like, I've known people that would be like, yeah, man, this song, this is American Hero right here. This is the best goddamn music there is. It's like, okay, buddy. Same motherfucker that comes in one day off a 3-day fucking crack binge talking about fucking, oh, everything in Washington was built to be satanic. The Washington Monument is a big demon's penis. It's a big cabal. They're all in on it. I'm like, okay, bro. Maybe lay off the crack. Or I guess refocus your crack fucking fugue state into some real journalism, I guess. I don't know. Whichever you prefer. What's that one motherfucker? The dude who wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Just drugged the fuck up all over the country. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to tell me what he took. Honestly, it would be quicker to tell you what he didn't. I need a little... Not like the full drum set, I just need the metal part. So I can play myself out. Or one of those really annoying laugh tracks that you see on sitcoms. I guess really what I'm saying is I need a soundboard. Because that's just that's all of the above and more. That honestly might help with the random stimming on stream. I just have a soundboard that can do it for me. God damn it. Fuck at it. No. Bastard. Recusant Henricus. Vati, where's my lore video on Recusant fuck, what is it? Henricus? I cannot read that. Henricus? I think it's Henricus. Getting real upset, Vati. Slacking on the lore videos these days. How am I supposed to live in a world where I don't know the lore behind this guy? Although I suppose it kind of speaks for itself. He's using Magnus sorcery, and he's from Volcano Manor. I suppose the context kind of does it for you. He's wearing a knight armor, so he's clearly a paladin type. So he must definitely be a misguided paladin who is swayed to the way of the snake. There you go, buddy. I did your work for you. What's today, the 31st? Yeah. Tomorrow, very important video going out. It's a top 5 going over the top 10 if you feel me. We're gonna really get down to earth. Really take a step. Maybe many steps. All I'm saying is we'll have to take it 1 foot at a time. But I think this video might be the greatest feat I ever put out. It's just a coincidence that it's coming out on the 1st of April. Nothing more. This is probably really niche, and I doubt anyone knows what I'm talking about, but there's a comic online where a guy's in therapy. He's talking to his therapist, and the therapist is like, do you have an outlet for your negative emotions? And he's like, well, I have this thing called an abuse goblin. And the therapist is like, haha, very funny. What I mean is, and then it cuts to a small, horribly beaten goblin chained up to a radiator in the guy's apartment, and the door opens, and he goes, well, guess who embarrassed me in therapy today? And it's so niche, but I love it so much. I mean, it's just like the worst. It's a little bit the worst, and I kind of love it. On Discord, my status message is who up torturing the homunculus right now, and every time I read it, I picture the Abuse Goblin comic, and it makes me laugh even harder. I think about it every time I see the Albinorics now, too. Just fucking who up torturing the homunculus? Apparently everyone in Volcano Manor. I'm up here beating my shit, torturing the shit out this homunculus. Dude, it's like an onion. It just gets funnier the more I think about it because of how many weird layers there are to it as well. There are these old videos. This is also probably really niche now. But back in like the early 2000s, there was all these Russian videos of people claiming they could make a homunculus by like injecting eggs with sperm and shit. And they'd have these like weird puppets, and they'd do all this random bullshit to like convince people that they were growing a human in a fucking in their house, I guess. You have to be very silk-pilled to understand me. It's a very deep web. Are we big enough to make that a thing yet? 200 subs? Being fucking silk-pilled? The number one thing, the main requirement, is that you have to acknowledge that DS2 is actually the best in the Dark Souls trilogy. That's like the first step in undergoing this transformation. Realizing that Dark Souls 2 is peak. And see, I know it's not just nostalgia bias, too. Because I played all 3 of them again in order recently. And none of my opinions changed. None of them changed. DS2 is still so peak. See, Demon Souls is nice, because it lets you smoke your herb, and that's cool, and you can take spice to enhance your mind, and that's pretty cool. We like opening our mind and smoking herb around here. And the ideas that it comes up with for its levels are really nice, too. It sucks, though, because the game looks beautiful, but I've looked into, like, analysis videos, I guess. And they genuinely butchered the art style of the Demon Souls remake so badly. In games that so often rely on the context clues of the environment to paint the story, they changed so much that makes such a drastic difference. Like, the statue of, like, old King Duran or whatever, or behind old King Duran or whatever, the statue of, like, the original warrior king that founded Boletaria. Well, he's like a warrior. He's like a Horaloo-style barbarian in the original. You can tell by looking at his statue. In the fucking remake, it's just a generic copy and paste king. It could be literally any king ever. Fucking all of Boletaria really is just kind of wrong, narratively speaking, the way it looks. Same with the tutorial and the way they changed so much of like the artistic direction around that too. It's like something I can't unsee now. Now that I'm aware of it, it's like, damn, that does kind of blow. Like, I understand why people say the original is better. It would be like if Bloodborne got a remaster and they fucking just completely redid the environment of Yharnam. Like, changing very important aspects of the environment. Or even Elden Ring. Just imagine if Elden Ring, if all the different architecture styles, like, you can literally track the time scale of the universe by paying attention to which styles appear where and context. Like, you can piece everything together at such a deep and fundamental level just through that with these games. They're so detailed. So just imagine if every single area in this game looked like fucking Stormvale Castle. Like, yeah, it might look visually impressive, but that's just wrong. Like, if the Academy of Raya Lucaria looked identical to Stormvale, you would just lose so much of that context that makes the area. As much as I would really love to glaze the remake for its beauty, at the same time, it's like, damn. Damn, damn, damn. It's pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it's pretty rough. I also didn't notice this the first time, but the entire game is the exact same color scheme. Everywhere they can, they just use orange and blue lighting, contrasting with each other. And once you see that, you can't unsee it either. Like the Stonefang tunnel where you fight the spider, there's like orange and blue light shining down, kind of contrasting. Fucking Upper Latria, there's a blue haze with like orange lightning and orange glowing shit. Fucking just a lot of areas, honestly. Very oddly reoccurring pattern, I guess. Oh, I'm dragging ass. Kinda. I already grabbed the key. Maybe we'll just do Liurnia. Or do the Academy, rather. Don't think we did. Alright. Let's go imagine some dragons. Alright. You know, speaking of day ones, honestly, fucking Marshmallow is the single, like, longest lasting active subscriber on the channel. Bro has been here like 5 years, and I think that's crazy. Respect. The dedication is real. Bro has literally been watching this channel since I played Bloodborne for the first time. Before I had played any of these fucking games. Bro is the OG. There's definitely some older ones that are just like not active, but he's like the most reoccurring character. He's even in one of the videos actually. He's in some of the live streams too, not just like in chat, but like actually in the gameplay. But he's in a video as well. I think it's the one where W, the wingman himself, is fighting Gladius for the first time or second time, one of the two. We were actually squatted up with him in that one. I mean, I guess technically W would be the OG then, but I don't know. He doesn't count. He's a loser. He doesn't count. Bro is always talking about I'm so busy, and then every other time I talk to him, it's, oh yeah, I don't know what to do, man. I don't have anything to do. Yeah, you're too busy to get on the game, but you don't know what to do. You ain't got nothing to do. We'll see. We'll see about that. I hope this is the only one of my live streams in weeks that you've watched. This is personally directed at you, bud. Damn. Fuck all this right now, that's tragic. Rocco kinda sturdy. When we were going for the multiplayer achievements in Demon Souls, I was talking about this too. But I hate that these games don't have, like, better solutions for once the online features are dead. Like, they link major important aspects to online features, and then when those die, you're just cooked. Like, Vari's entire quest line revolves around you being able to invade at least 3 other players. So if the servers ever die, you genuinely cannot get to Mogwin Palace until you get all the way to the consecrated snowfield at the end of the goddamn game. Which also means you can't go to the DLC until, again, you get to the consecrated snowfield all the way at the end of the goddamn game. So, boy, we better fucking hope the Elden Ring servers never die. Or I suppose that could get rather tedious. Hope you didn't want to rush to the DLC and grab a specific item or anything. I think that's the only example in Elden Ring, off the top of my head, that I can think of. But, like, it's just crazy. And I feel like kind of unnecessary. Because there's already the red signs that you do for Volcano Manor's questline, where you invade, quote-unquote, the NPCs to fight them. So they easily could have just had Vare do the same thing. Or just not made that the only way to get to Mogwin Palace that isn't 90% of the way through the goddamn game. Yeah, you're pretty sturdy. Honestly, I go back and forth on it sometimes, but I really think I prefer the spell casting of the first, actually, yeah, is DS1 like that? I think it is, yeah, the first 2 Dark Souls games. I like the limited casts per spell. It makes it so you have to use different spells and, like, really switch up your arsenal. Prevents you from hitting that, like, rhythm of just only fucking using your most optimal spell 9 times out of 10. That's why I rarely ever optimize for builds in these games, honestly. Because I don't think grinding for the absolute mathematical strongest for every single run is the best way to play, honestly. I'm in a few of the Dark Souls like Discord servers, and most of the people in them are pretentious as fuck, obnoxious as fuck, annoying Redditor wannabe fucks, and every single one of them acts like there's only one objective right way to play the game, and it's whatever way they tell you is the right way. All these like people that are new to the Souls games are popping up and asking for like legitimate helpful advice, and every time someone goes to offer them advice or recommend anything, they get fucking drowned out by the actually you're wrong, the only right way to play the game is this exact build on this website. You see, if you're not using this exact build, you're shit, bro, you're trash. Oh my god. Tragic. Because assholes like that are the reason that people don't want to play these games. They are the people that push people away from these games. Yes, and literally anything that works and works efficiently is gonna help out for like a player who's not doing that great. Like one of the biggest examples, the curved dragon greatsword that I used literally, I shit you not, throughout my entire New Game Plus 1 and most of my New Game Plus 2 playthrough of Dark Souls 2, which gets consistent damage throughout the entire game, not to mention insane stun lock, insane range. Some guy is struggling with Fume Knight and is asking for different like builds and shit, and I recommend it to him. And this guy goes on this goddamn tirade, this 10-hour long lecture. Curved Dragon Greatsword is trash. You're so wrong. You're wrong about everything. You're an idiot. You don't know anything about these games. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, some other guy who knows that this motherfucker is talking shit sends a screenshot to the chat of it doing like fucking 900 damage in one hit against Fume Knight, which is the boss that guy was struggling with, and was like backing me up, and I was like, dude, yeah, like look at the literal photo evidence of it literally kicking the fucking shit out of this boss's ass, and then try to tell me that the weapon is shit and that it's bad advice for someone struggling with the game. Be so real. I'm sure you do have a fucking hyper-optimized build that takes 9 hours to set up and gets 30 more damage, but I don't think that's gonna help the motherfucker that just started playing these games and asked for help on a specific boss. But what do I know? What do I know? And see, I don't care about their wrong opinions. That's fine. But watching them bully people into quitting these games and leaving the servers and shit like that, and watching the moderators be just as pretentious is so irritating. The moderators be backing up these fucking rage-baiting ass motherfuckers. I'm like, bro, if you got his dick out of your mouth for 3 seconds and considered the fact that every argument that ever starts on this server is because he's rage baiting people that have just started playing these games and anyone that tries to help them, maybe the common denominator would point us to a problem. I think this is the one where they regenerated. I'm just gonna run through and kill the necromancers. Basic spear. See, I feel like a spear build would be fun for DS2. The one that I was doing in the Demon Souls run was really fun. Until I got the Moonlight Sword. That was my main weapon through that run. And see, someone told me the same thing whenever I started playing it. They were like, you can't use a spear. Spears are terrible in Demon Souls. I was just like, okay, buddy. But I've already upgraded it. It's already in my hand, and I'm already using it. So I'm gonna keep using it until it stops working. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. But it shouldn't work because unemployment is the correct state. Hear ye all who listen, hearken and bequeath my words. Quit your job, become unemployed. Dig for the copper wire in your nearest building. Oh. Hey, that's basically the same thing that the skeletons in the first one do, isn't it? That weird, like, little dive towards you. It's a little bit more effective in the original, though. I'm not gonna lie, when he killed the crab, I thought it was me that died the first time. I got stuck on the other one. What a load of shit. Bro's just murdering all of his own children. Man, fuck them kids. Balls, we have to go all the way back. Whoa, glass cannon, no cannon. See, I think I've seen maybe like 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay from video games, and that's about it. Pop down here. Like, not really enough to really feel for the combat flow, I guess you could say. Is there nothing down here? I guess not. I mean, there's other paths to go. See, people hype up, like, using 2 swords in these games, too. Like, dual curved swords. But it's never seemed really all that impressive every time I try to put them out. God, I should make a ranking video for every single dungeon in the game. Ranking all 90 catacombs from worst to best. Ranking all 45 caves from worst to best. Fucking ranking all 3 ruined forges from worst to best. Not really getting anywhere with this. Ranking every single Elden Ring boss from worst to best, including field bosses and variants. At number 93, we have Black Knife Assassin number 6. This one is cooler because, I don't know, out in a field. So, it's an improvement from the ones before this that were all in a dungeon. At number 5, we have Black Knife Assassin number 7. This one is in the snow. The snow is cool, I guess, so it's higher up on the list. I know you guys are fucking salivating at the mouth already. I'm gonna kick my shit in. I'm dicking around way too much with him. At number 94, we have Crucible Knight number 7. I like this one because he's all by himself overlooking... Fuck, what is it called? Nocron. See, I think there are 16 Crucible Knights total. See, what really impresses me about Elden Ring is that usually when I get high expectations for something, I'm let down. Pretty much always. Which I guess happens when you make potentially unrealistic expectations. This is the one game that I was hyped for that genuinely surpassed every expectation I had for it. It was so much better than I thought it would even be, to be honest. Going through it the first time was just fucking peak. This one's gonna cause some shocks and boos, but Silksong did not quite do that for me. I think the game has a lot of legitimate flaws and criticisms that can't be talked about because the fanbase is kind of like a rabid attack dog at this point if you do anything to threaten their precious baby. Still a great game, but the first one is a little bit more consistent in quality, I would say. And has less of the flaws. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to have to change the spells I have equipped. Nothing I have equipped is going to be able to hit him that quickly. Not in that tiny little room. I bet I get the sword up in Karya. The manor. Not positive about that, the flash sword. Don't remember what it's called in this one. Yeah, okay, hold on. We're gonna have to change this, because those are just not gonna work on that guy in that tight-ass room. It's too tight. Pause. I can't use it yet. I'm too stupid. Cool. I mean, I was a little bit worried that I might be too stupid, but thank you for spelling it out for me. Can I even cast that on this? I can. I guess I'm just so used to fucking Bloodborne where so many of the weapons are just arbitrarily unable to be buffed. I guess it makes sense that you can cast armament on this bad boy. You're dead. Be dead. They survived way too long after I killed his ass. Hitting him in the right. And not this off yet. not sure if that's even gonna help, to be honest. Guy's a little bit agile for a weak character like this on the melee front. Kinda need that though, so please don't. Okay, let me lock on, please. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think that's helping us at all, damage front, to be honest. We're not being smart. Just try and get some of this shit off the floor. I guess we can't. Okay, well this is a beautiful dance that we're putting on here. But kind of pointless. Oh, dude, what? Shit went so much further than I thought it did. Dickhead. I don't know how long that bar lasts either. Kinda don't want to heal until it's gone. Dickhead. God damn you. Yeah, see, my, extra magic or whatever wasn't helping on the damage front whatsoever. Dude, that range is crazy. I don't remember it being that long. I mean, I know it goes kind of far, but like, damn. Dickhead. L plus no stagger? Seriously? Come on. I know it's a small weapon, but come on. Come on. Fucking stagger, you bitch. You fucking what, mate? Aw, come on. Alright. Let's go find the other one. I think I know where the other one is, but I don't know if I can survive getting down there, to be honest. Oh my god. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Yeah, that went fucking terribly. That could not have been worse. I don't even know if I can survive a fall from this height, but the skeleton is urging me forward. This is a little bit more generous than... Dude, the old ones can be so punishing with fall damage sometimes. No. 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 Pull lever. For the love of Christ. Slowest fucking door ever. But whatever. It's not like we're in an urgent hurry to get out of here or anything. I suppose that's alright. That fucking crap is gonna be the reason I die. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get in the fucking elevator. Oh, to peak. To peak. Kill boss number 2, then get on out of here, I suppose. Let's put it back into intelligence. Fuck it. Does this get intelligence scaling? I wish that's one thing I would change about these games. The melee weapon options for the different scalings are always so trash. Like, it'd be nice to have some decent, viable intelligence and faith, etc. weapons. I was very disappointed by almost every single intelligence scaling weapon in this game. The fucking, Dude, what are the odds of us going in fucking 2 of these, and them both being Cemetery Shade ones? Out of all the ones in Liurnia we could have chose, what are the chances? I think this is literally the only other one in the game where it's a Cemetery Shade as the boss, too. You can find them in a few places, but they get demoted to enemy. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Controversial take of the hour. This fight clears Great Lord Nito in terms of quality. Great Lord Nito feels good. And you fuck right off with that. Fucking walking onto the goddamn skeletons over and over again. They weren't even invited. And here they go crashing my party. I just don't feel like killing the skeletons. Why kill the skeletons? They're just boning around. That's what they do. And it's not. It just feels like a waste of time. Oh boy, I sure do love getting hit one time and then spammed to death. Feels like I'm back in the wonderful world of Dark Souls 3. I hate not being able to use any fucking spells with all the goddamn high-ass requirements. I hate that dexterity is what fucking affects your spellcasting speed. Because investing 7 different fucking stats to get good fucking consistent damage, as opposed to 1 if you're playing a strength character, is so balanced from Soft. Oh, you see, mine's easy mode. I just have to put points into intelligence for damage, mind so I can actually cast, endurance so that I can actually get off a cast, and then I still also need health. Right. And what about you, Hammer Guy? Oh, well, you know, I dump my points into strength and sometimes health, and then I basically hit it really hard one time. Oh my god, dude. Spammy fucks. Sorry, I left a stat out earlier because I combined 2 together. You need dexterity to improve your ability to actually be able to get off the cast. And then you still need endurance so that you can perform the cast. And then half your spells also are going to require faith scaling because they're hybrids. But you know, the guy with hammer is having it real hard pressing fucking L1 just one time. The difference is fucking stupid. And then they'll show some clip of a level 190 area using a late game spell with maxed out gear on an early game enemy and go, ooh, look at all this damage it's getting. See, it's getting all this damage, so that means it's broken. Yeah, I'm sure it is after the 17 buffs that you popped. The fucking 300 hours you spent grinding to put every one of your stats up to level 70. That tends to be how that fucking works. It causes a deep level of unsatisfaction. Especially because the whiny voice of the people who spread those ideas lead to shit getting nerfed into the ground when it doesn't need to be whatsoever. And then after the fucking nerfs are done, even if you optimize to shit, you'll be lucky to get good damage. Which means that if you're not optimizing, you just never get good damage. I can think of quite a few spells that have suffered that fate already. Especially a certain frenzy spell that only works on like 8 enemies in the whole game, by the way. But they nerfed it. Now it works on like no enemies in the entire game. Oh my god. Thank you, FromSoft. It sure is nice having 170 spells if half of them are useless. Thank you. I mean, all of the frenzy spells, honestly, are nerfed to shit and don't do any good damage. But the fact that the only one that had a niche case use just got nerfed into fucking oblivion. That was one of my first videos that did well and got like a good amount of views, was the one using that spell to one-shot Vike up in the mountaintops. But of course, FromSoft hates fun. What? That's never happened. That's never happened before. What the fuck was that? The game struggling to load in an area? I've never seen that in all my days. What? That's weird. I am running the 4 edition of the game, so that might be part of it. But that's kind of surprising. See, it sucks though, I have so many cool characters on the 4 edition. On the 5 edition, it's like I don't have my roster. It might look a little bit better, and it might perform better, but it's just a little bit sad. All I've got is fine shit. I think he's my only character on the 5. No, that's not true. That's not true. There's fine shit, and then there's another character. I have a faith build on the 5 edition. Yeah. But like, I got 8, 9 different runs on this bad boy. Being so far away from home is sad. See, I know that there's a route that you can take where you take a coffin down this river. I guess you start in like the deep root depths and you take the coffin to here or something like that to explore this place. But I've genuinely never taken that route, not a single time. Bro, I didn't even know about the one underneath Lindell, where you fucking bust out like an invisible wall or something, and then it brings you into the garden, or into the roots, as like a second way to get there instead of taking the coffin ride at the end of, at Nokron. I just popped that open for the first time on my fine shit build a few weeks ago. I guess not a few weeks ago. Almost a year ago. Jesus Christ. Kill me now. Almost a year ago. And fucking was surprised, to say the least. Trying to rationalize any sense of time brings about a great spiral of dread, knowing that I've lost the past 3 years of my life. Shit's crazy. Shit is crazy. Like, damn, bro. I was a damn manager, engaged, and now here we are. Desperately clawing our way towards the top. Shit. Balls. Oh, I suppose on the bright side, I have a pretty fancy ring. Maybe I'll be lucky and it'll have some magic in there somewhere. Give me some poison resistance. It is green after all. Just maybe. Though I suppose with my luck, it'd be less likely to be magic and more likely to be cursed. Put that shit on and Rika appears behind me. Damn. I suppose my biggest regret, if I had to pick one, if I had to pick from my long list of options, I guess I would have to say, it'd be the fact that the whole time we were together, I didn't really upload anything. We'd probably be a lot further along if I'd kept up with that. But who knows? Maybe the character development makes the content better. man. The other thing is, tragically, my fine shit build is becoming a little bit dated. The reference isn't as topical anymore. It's not really in the mainstream anymore. It's been forgotten about. Honestly, I'm not even sure if many people at the time really picked up on it. But there was a reason that fine shit walked around with a big mechanical magic hammer. That was the most surprising run I've done in the entire game, too. I shit you not, you get better magic damage as a strength user with that weapon than you do as an actual magic user. And if that doesn't go to, like, nail the fucking coffin shut on my lid of being so tired of people bitching about magic in easy mode, I honestly don't know what is. That weapon is so unbelievably fucking broken. It makes almost the entire game a complete cakewalk. You can fucking breeze through everything. I mean, shit, it even works against Melania. I think the easiest time I've ever had killing Melania was using the Watchdog. It's just ridiculous. It's insane. Kills the fucking Godskin duo in a minute and 30 seconds. Kills them so fast, I have to wait for them to spawn in because they're dying too quickly. Strength weapon, by the way. Shit is crazy. Sometimes I miss it, honestly. How easy it was, how nice and simple. Big hammer go thunk and it gets better magic damage than an actual intelligence build.
Customer?
Like what?
How long has it been?
I'm not advocating for nerfing it, because I don't support that. As much as FromSoft hates fun, I don't think they should nerf it. But it's honestly surprising that the weapon never got nerfed. I mean, unless it has, and it's still just crazy powerful. Or unless there have been more nerfs since the last time I used it. But I genuinely think the Watchdog staff was probably the easiest run I've ever had of this game.
Well, I took it no matter, it's all out your arms then.
Like, it honestly might have been easier than using Radahn's swords. And Radahn's swords are pretty busted. Really? I already get better scaling with the demi-human staff. The demi-human staff is also really busted. I don't ever hear anyone talk about that, but it's kind of like the sleeper builds of staffs. See, like, these are both B scaling. They honestly just are getting nowhere near as much of a scaling bonus. I don't know. Boost invisibility sorcery. That would include Night Comets. I guess if we had to pick one. Better scaling in. We don't even have enough intelligence to use Night Comet yet. Fuck it. I do it every time, but it's just good enough to warrant it. Not gonna upgrade it further yet, though. Gonna be a little conservative so I don't have to go get them. Because I fucking hate finding smithing stones. You're always missing the exact smithing stone that you need. It's always that one fucking +7 smithing stone that you're missing. What's today? Tuesday? What is that? I thought it was invincible at a second, but that doesn't sound like invincible. They moved their TV right up to the wall, so now I can pretty much make out like everything that is said on it. It sounded like some teenage potential superheroes getting into an argument. So I'm still kind of leaning towards invincible. But it seems like they either turned it down or paused it. They're ruining my guessing game. The least they could do if they're gonna have it blast through my walls is actually let me use it for the intended purpose. God, I always say Bloodborne is my favorite, but there is something so special about this. Such an incredible scale. Huge, huge map that's fully interconnected, where you can see everything, get to everything. Takes like 5 different map versions that are all rendered at different quality levels to even be possible. They just overlay and change whenever you're walking around. Like, it's just, on a technical level, insane. And then on a design level, it's insane for completely different reasons. I don't know, it's a little bit peak. Like, Bloodborne is really peak, too. But I think, from an objective standpoint, Elden Ring probably has more going for it. Because, like, I'll be honest, you know, Bloodborne doesn't hold up very good. It, doesn't handle performance all that well. You know, it just kind of relies a lot more on the story, the atmosphere, the music. I guess it relies more on the artistic aspects of design for its quality. Whereas something like this is impressive for those reasons, but also like on a mechanical and technical level, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. As someone who's always like studied design and who intends to go into design, I try to articulate my thoughts as good as possible and try to rationalize my glaze and critiques when I can. God, I got my braces taken off. First time in years and years that I'm free, and it feels weird. My teeth are so flat. Which, I mean, yeah, that's how teeth are, but it's just like, wow. I'm used to there being, I don't know, texture. I'm used to the texture, and now it's strange. Almost feels like something is missing in a weird way. Oh, but perhaps I've just always been a stupidly sentimental person. Hell, that might be what gets me into most of my troubles. You know what? I'm casting Terra Magica, and as I'm casting, I'm kind of coming to the realization that I don't think that the effects are wrong. But that's fine. Get iframes whenever you downstate. Being the downstate, it's supposed to vacuum. Maybe I'm misrecalling. See, and like this too, the first time you're playing is insane. Already the scale of the world seems crazy. You just explored a good chunk of Limgrave, the Weeping Peninsula. You probably stumbled upon, you know, the outskirts of Caelid, or maybe even wandered in a little bit. So you think you got like a decent size scale of the map, or a decent idea of how things are looking. And then you open that chest and get teleported here for the first time. And you're like, oh man, I wonder where I'm at. And you're way the fuck up here. If you don't have Liurnia open yet, you go from having just this to way up there, and it's like, oh damn, it's gonna be like that. Elden Ring is kind of a masterclass in design. As much as I rag on DS3, as much as I do on this channel, most of the reason that I'm doing it is me being extra, because there are some people out there that will die hard insist that DS3 is a better quality product than Elden Ring. And it's just like, bro, who are we fooling? Who are we lying to ourselves? The world where DS3 has more quality than Elden Ring is a world that I have not yet lived in, and I don't think I need to live in. DS3 is a solid game. It's not all that. I can hear it again. I still can't make out what it is. Okay. I'm now like 96% sure that it's like a Revolutionary War movie. And this is a really wild guess. I might be completely wrong on this. But I'm gonna guess the only Revolutionary War movie that I can picture, which is the fucking... Oh, I don't even know the actor's name. The one with that one actor, really big. Oh, dude, I know it too. It's not coming to me. It's oh, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's a bit of a controversial guy. I've heard that he's not a good person. What's his fucking name? That's most celebrities though, just being honest. What the fuck is his name? He plays the Scotsman. Oh, he's not a Scottish accent. He plays the Scotsman in fucking... Mel Gibson! I remember his name. Mel fucking Gibson. He's in like a Revolutionary War movie. He's playing, they have like a name for him. He's going like full Kratos or whatever. Called like the Ghost or some shit. A little bit extra. The fucking, the villain is the same guy that plays dad in the Harry Potter movies. I don't know that actor's name. He does a good job of being unlikable though. Which I respect. My goal on here is to be as unlikable as possible. So, you know, real recognize real basically. I'm kind of too far away. I'm causing See, I don't know, like, I love the dragon moveset in this one so much. Compared to most of From's dragons, it's just so good. It's so refined. Like, I don't really mind the amount of them because, I mean, they're really high quality assets. Kind of goes back into the FromSoft League thing we were talking about a while back. But I really don't think League is necessarily bad in these games. I understand why some people say it takes away from the moment or whatever. And if that's your personal opinion, I mean, I guess that's fine. I won't defend every example of Remake. There are definitely some that I haven't liked. Or some that I think are goofy. Like, it didn't bother me because I enjoy fighting Godric, but Godfrey the Grafted is ridiculous. The idea of Godfrey the Grafted is ridiculous. Just a major fucking story boss in a random Everjail. But now his name is Godfrey, so it's different. But I don't think most of the examples in this game are anywhere near as comically egregious as that. We had the Dragon Heart? Shout out to anyone that remembers that bad boy. Oh, what the fuck? Since when is there a crab under here? I guess I'm thinking about Night Rain. Sitting there thinking I was gonna find a scarab under there. I wonder how much of Limveld is literally Limgrave. Cause like this chunk right here is for sure. When you're playing Night Rain, like that's the exact placement of that, and then the Everjail is right there. And then this is right here. Normally there's like a church right here. And then this chasm is still in the same spot. So I guess they just plopped the castle down right here-ish. Huh. I don't know why that's something I've never thought about. I might have to do that. I might have to take a closer look at the way the map is shaped for Night Rain. See if I can find any, like, spots where they copied it directly or where they changed it from the original Limgrave. It'll be the next Benny Austin video. See, the 4 edition of Elden Ring does the same thing that 3 does, where it has textures popping in and out. But what blows my mind is that it happens so rarely on the 4 edition, and yet it happens goddamn constantly in 3. 3 really just feels like a poorly optimized product. I think if any of the games need a remake or a remaster, it's probably Dark Souls 3. Bloodborne's FPS problems are bad, but like, at least the game looks good visually most of the time when you're looking at shit. 3 just doesn't look good. Oh, I wish I had another rap. Balls. Balls, balls, balls. It kills me because I know there was another one. I feel it in my veins. Oh, and none of these are big enough. If I was gonna grade these on a scale from crescent moon grass up to full moon grass, I'd have to say these are all crescents. Oh shit. Speaking of which, what's the ninth moon phase? I promise this is relevant. Tonight is Waxing Gibbous, 85 and 93% illumination. Tomorrow night, I think, is the full moon. Yeah, April 1st, 2026, full moon. So the reason that that's important is because Lunacid, the absolute gem of a peak game that it is, has something called moon molds, which is basically a hidden in-game scaling that changes based on the phase of the moon. So when you're in the new moon, the game actually becomes easier than it normally does. And when you're in the full moon, the game gets a little bit harder. They add some shit, and they add a few atmospheric changes as well. So it looks like tomorrow night's stream is definitely going to be Lunacid. So that'll be nice. That will be peak. Look forward to that, my wonderful subscribers. My wonderful legion of adoring fans. Can I just be so real about something real quick? I heard about the controversy of Luke the Notable trying to like copyright the 100 Days format after he blew up. And while I'm not saying I agree with him, I low-key get it. Like, bro, if I found the method, I might want to hog it all to myself as well. And you know what? He apologized, and he made a board wall where he puts up all the other people that do 100 Days challenges now. So he's had the character development, you know? He's had the character arc for sure. Okay, I haven't been up to Altus yet. Let's go... I don't know. I've played Elden Ring so many times that sometimes I do get this, like... I don't know, apathy towards making progress. Or I get this, like... lack of decisive thought, I guess. Where I just don't really have, like, a... set out place. I end up basically getting that, like, Minecraft effect. Where I walk around, I dick around, we drag ass. But I know that's bad. I mean, I don't think anyone is watching right now, so it's not as bad as it could be. But I know that's very bad, and I apologize. Let's see. Almost never do it this way, but I think we're gonna try to do Remake Castle before the festival starts. My first playthrough, I didn't even know that was a thing. I had already long since caused the festival to kick off. before I ever even came down this way. But low-key, I wouldn't mind making a video ranking all the fucking legacy dungeons either. See, I've heard of a magical spectrum, and I do believe that I am located somewhere on that bad boy. I have a compulsion for making lists, so I've already made like ranking lists and lists of the dungeons and shit anyway before just dicking around, so I could just fucking read this shit out like a script. I will say the editing part of making videos is sometimes fun, but also a lot of the times not. I don't know. My least favorite part by far is the videos that compile my streams together, because I hate having to watch my entire like live stream catalog fucking raw. Like just the 4 videos that I've posted already, going through my Dark Souls 1 Platinum journey from a few weeks back, has already taken like going through 50-60 hours of just raw footage. Trying to look for the most boring moments so that I can cut them. But of course the most boring moments are also the ones that make me want to fall the fuck asleep. It's rough. I don't mind editing the Lunacid videos as much, because I guess I enjoy watching myself a little bit more with that game. Oh, fuck, I'm burning the shit out of my lips. Oh my god. What was I saying? All train of thought is gone. That's gotta go. That is some straight crescent moon grass. That's not what we need. We need that good full moon grass in our life. Or, I actually don't know what the other ones are called. There's like there's 2 different gray ones. There's like a gray one that heals you to full, I think, no matter what you're at. And then the other one is like a gray one that cures you as well as heals you, I think. I don't know, I never used either of them, so I don't really know for sure. I remember where I was going with that. So yeah, the Lunacid videos are kind of fun to edit, because I don't really mind watching the raw footage for those. The other videos, it can be a doozy. Especially the CS videos. Like, parts 3 and 4, I want to say. Neither of which did very good, unfortunately. Those took forever. Those took so long. Because fucking both of those videos required editing down 10 hours of footage each into a roughly 1 hour product. The part 2 honestly took a long long time to edit as well. And it wasn't the most entertaining thing, but it just wasn't as bad as those latter two parts. Because the first few parts were before I had my mic, and then the latter ones were after I'd gotten my mic. And once I have like the audio of me, I have to pay so much more attention to every moment to make sure that I keep the important and interesting stuff and cut out the boring stuff. I still want to make sure that while I'm cutting shit, I leave enough context, and I don't want to skip around too much, so it's a balancing act. It also takes so long, oh my gosh. It takes fucking hours to edit a 10-minute video. That's why I was really surprised, I guess, and impressed that my second channel, where I work on game dev and shit, took off as much as it did. Algorithms usually not quite that kind. See, I never really assault this place from this angle. Pause. No. Like, I just always come here after the festival is started. Which is interesting. Damn, bro. An endless vortex of regrets. Pooling ceaselessly. I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll spin that into something deep and interesting. Be a real philosophical living. Oh, damn, bro. I start work tomorrow. What a load of shit. How rough. Ending the unemployment arc. What is all this? You see, every time I open that place, dude, I just see a bunch of patronizing assholes sucking each other off. Makes me so disappointed. There are days when I'm tempted to start my own Discord server with cocaine and hookers just because of these bastards. To free the world from their constant, irritating shit. But today is not that day, and I will get undistracted. Oh man. Man. I don't know. We've been slowing down recently a lot, which is very unfortunate. Views have been dropping off. We don't really seem to be taking our place in the algorithm that we were before. I mean, we're still going up. We are still going up. But it is a slow climb. It's a slow climb. The biggest thing is just hitting that 1K threshold. And then we're chilling. Oh, man. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Be right back. I'm revising my theory. I don't know if I commented on my theory during this stream or the previous attempt at a stream that was a few minutes ago. Not a few minutes ago. Before this one, though. You get the point. But I'm revising my theory because I've discovered it is in fact national treasure. I can hear Nicolas Cage trying to steal the Declaration of Independence. Kinda narrows it down a little bit. Kinda does, just a little bit. Man, did I already kill the Crucible Knight? I probably did. I hope I didn't, so I can go fight him real quick. Cause I need to fight something. My motivation is a little dead in this one, I'm not gonna lie. The dropping view counts, the errors on YouTube's end that have been going on recently. It's just been dampening it a little bit. Losing a little bit of that fire that I had for 2 months straight. I streamed every single day. Streams would be from like 5 hours long to sometimes like 10 hours long. I was on that shit for a minute there. I really was. But I don't know, I work better when I have chat to bounce off. With the Dark Souls Platinum streams, I had like a definitive objective that I could easily chase after. So before there was an active chat, I had that going as like a intrinsic motivator. And then once the chat started to join too, it worked out perfectly. Since I don't really have like a concrete goal for this one, it's just views in chat where it's dropped off something. A little unsure of what to do. Very unsure. My thing is, I'm not gonna stop. The goal is to at least get one upload every day. Hopefully, if possible. I was posting like 2 or 3 videos a day there for a while, but that's most of those for short videos. I'm still gonna have some short videos. I'm trying to get some long ones. And I kinda want the longer ones to take priority. So, video a day, hopefully a live stream a day, at least a live stream every week, but hopefully multiple. As many as we can get in a week, I guess you could say. That being said, I definitely don't want it to come off wrong, because there's 2 wolves inside of me. There's the wolf inside of me that looks at it like a critical mathematical success thing. And that wolf is eager to hurry it up and get places. But then there's the part of me that actually does this for the community factor. And that part of me is very satisfied with how this turned out. Like, we've probably gone up like 60 subscribers. And I feel like at least half of them are people that I've seen in the chat. People who are interested in chilling with and discussing shit with. Yeah, see, he's just the worst for this type of shit. Just that fucking shield. They almost never put it down in this podcast. It pisses me off a little bit. It really does. Because being like a pure melee character is so much simpler and easier. So much easier. Learn boss, level up health and damage, win, repeat. That's literally all you have to do. Oh, all that drilling around in my mouth has left it just a tad bit sore. Just a little bit. Man. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's alright that our heart isn't quite in it. Gets us hours. Gets us closer. I will get Elden Ring on the PS4 edition to 1,000 hours.
There.
Of that I am determined.
Not float. Well, there's no.
Man. I tried to get my ex-fiancée into games. She expressed interest in some of them. But her attention span just wasn't there for it. But I managed to get her to play Elden Ring. But she was playing Stardew Valley for that. It was looking like we might get enough. I don't know, I think I've been... But maybe she'll find her way there. Her character is, I think it was Aquarius Gojo Jones. Fucking Gojo looking samurai character.
esteemed warrior. This was supposed to be a dead end, I'm sure of it. What's going on here? A door from thin air? Well, stranger things happen at sea, or so I'm told. But onward to the Kaled Wilds. Gosh, that dead end had me rather stumped. It's time I set off to the festival at Redmane Castle on the southern edge of the scarlet rot-blighted Kaled Wilds. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? It's to the festival, doesn't the...
You're tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria. Oh, was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know. Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined. You wish to know more of Lord Radagon. Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erd Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord. Do you possess any celestial dew? Then I would like to share my knowledge with you concerning the miracle of this Church of Vows. Radagon once cleansed himself with celestial dew, repented his territorial aggressions, and swore his love to Renala. The Order of the Erd Tree and the fate of the Moon were conjoined, and all the wounds of war forgiven. This miracle blesses the Church to this day, and so you need only follow Radagon's example to restore any bond, however strained or severed, to its rightful state of harmony. To experience the miracle, kneel in the basin at the back and cleanse yourself with celestial dew. Absolution will be yours. Any bond, no matter how strained or even severed, will be put to rights.